This is the mini lesson on the science of toxicology. So, once you've been exposed to a drug, toxin, or poison, that substance is going to go through four different stages as it moves through your system. The first stage is absorption. So, if you ingested it through your mouth, you're going to have it go through the digestive tract. Inhalation, it will go through the lungs. Injection is going to go through the bloodstream, or some substances can be absorbed or go pass directly through the skin. Once the substance is absorbed, it's going to be distributed through your body by your blood, and it will go to the brain, liver, and kidney, or just anywhere else the circulatory system goes in your body. And this is the circulatory system, so you can really see it's just like the plumbing of your whole body. So, really, the drug will circulate all throughout your body. Next, the drug is metabolized. So it's going to form byproducts or what we call metabolites as it's broken down. And it can be digested in the digestive tract prior to being absorbed. And things such as alcohol are removed by the liver that's going to use to metabolize less toxic substances. So it'll pull it out of the blood and start to metabolize it into safer byproducts or metabolites. But the liver is really limited by um, how much it can metabolize at a time. So this is when you absorb or you ingest too much of a poison or a drug, it's going to take the liver longer to get it all out. So it won't happen immediately. And then the final stage is excretion or elimination. So this involves the kidneys. They're kind of like our filtration system. So they're going to filter all these substances out of the blood, and you will pass it out as urine. If you ingested substances that did not get absorbed by the body, they will pass out from the intestines as solid waste. You do sweat out some of these substances, and you can also exhale some of it out of your lungs. So here are some different types of drugs or toxins and how the organ they affect and the effect that you'll feel or experience in the body. So Tylenol is affects the liver, and it will destroy cells and the liver's ability to detoxify substances. Cyanide, that is carbon and nitrogen. It affects our how much oxygen is available for us to circulate through our body because it binds to the hemoglobin and red blood cells and displaces the oxygen. Fentanyl affects respiratory system. It is 50 times stronger than heroin, and that's what's causing a lot of the overdoses and accidental deaths uh, with opioid use. Botox, what you hear about people using for their wrinkles and stuff, is really a toxin. It inhibits muscle contraction. So basically, it's going to kill that muscle so that it's not able to contract. So, in small amounts, it will give you the desired effect of erasing some of the wrinkles, but then your face just doesn't make much of an expression at all. But too much of it can cause death because of paralysis of muscles that affect breathing and your heartbeat. And cocaine affects the circulatory system. It's a stimulant, it's going to cause high blood pressure, increased heart rate, which could cause a heart attack and sometimes stroke. So, toxicity is the degree to which a substance is poisonous or toxic to humans. And there are several factors that will affect toxicity, such as how much you take, the dosage or potency, how concentrated it is, duration, how long the toxin is introduced to the system, how it's exposed, your personal genetics, interactions with other drugs, and the byproducts formed, your metabolites that are formed. Symptoms of poisoning is usually a death that doesn't have any sign of trauma. It's sudden and unexpected. You can't explain an illness that recurs in cycles. If you see similar symptoms in many people at the same time, that's a sign of poisoning or an unexplained loss of consciousness. Addiction is that going to cause that psychological need for a substance, whereas withdrawal is going to be physical and mental symptoms that happen once that drug is no longer present. And dependency is when there is an intense craving for the drug. And for some drugs, you build up a tolerance. So continually using the drugs causes physical changes in your body. So your body actively removes the drugs from the brain. So you're going to need more of it each time to feel the same level of sensation. All right, go ahead and glue these notes into your notebook and make sure you get a stamp.